Welcome to Digital Signal Processing Lab. We are going to design Chebyshev IAR filter. Now this is the editor window. First we need to enter the sampling frequency, let it be fs. Then we need to input the passband frequency and the stopband frequency. So in case of Chebyshev filter, we have a passband that is varying from 0 to fp, and we have a transition band that is varying from fp to fs. After fs we have stop band. After entering the values of fp and fs, we are going to enter the values of the passband ripple and the stop band ripple. Let the passband and stopband ripples be denoted by RP and RS. After that, we need to digitize the frequency by using the formula omega p equals to 2 pi fp by fs. Similarly, we need to digitize the stopband cutoff frequency as well. So omega s can be written as 2 into fs into pi divided by capital Fs, where capital Fs is the sampling frequency. So after we digitize the frequencies, we need to go for pre-warping of frequencies, as we are going to design digital Chebyshev filter using bilinear transformation. So before applying bilinear transformation, in order to digitize the response, we need to go for frequency warping technique. According to frequency warping, WP can be written as 2 into tan WP by 2, and WS can also be written as 2 into tan WS by 2. Once the frequency warping is done, we need to calculate the order and the cutoff frequency of the Chebyshev filter by using the inbuilt function Cheb1 ORD. Then we need to calculate the transfer function by using the inbuilt function Chebi1. So we got the coefficients, that is B and A, where B is the set of numerator coefficients and A is the set of denominator coefficients. As we are designing an IAR filter, definitely there will be poles as well as zeros. So B and A values we need to compute. After computation of B and A values, we can be able to write the transfer function. Let the transfer function be h of s. So once we obtained h of s, we need to convert it into h of z by using bilinear transformation. So by using the function bilinear, we can compute bilinear transformation and we can find out the corresponding coefficients B and A. So the command given is B comma A bilinear B comma A comma 1. So wherever S is there in H of S, S will be replaced with 2 by T into 1 minus Z inverse by 1 plus Z inverse, where T is 1. So that's why in the bilinear function, we are mentioning b comma a comma 1, where the time period is 1 second. So after application of bilinear transformation, we are obtaining h of z, that is the transfer function in z domain or in digital domain. After that, we are using a function called fric_z in order to observe both magnitude as well as the phase response of the filter. Then for high pass design, we need to go for a small modification. We need to write within quote high. Then for band pass filter, we need to enter two pass band as well as two stop band frequencies. Then for band reject filter, we need to enter two pass band and two stop band frequencies, and we need to mention stop within single quote. So all the four types of filters we are now going to design one by one. So first we are going to see the low pass filter design. That is, we are designing a digital Chebyshev type 1 filter. Then after pressing the run button, after typing the code, we need to press the run button. And after pressing the run button, we are supposed to enter the values of the frequencies in the command window. So we need to enter the sampling frequency. Let the sampling frequency be 8000. Let the passband frequency be 1000. Then we need to enter the stop band frequency. Let it be 1500. pass band ripple, let it be 2, stop band ripple, let it be 20. Then we are generating A and B. Now we are going to analyze the response. Now this is a low pass filter, and 1000 to 1500 is the transition band, below 1000 is the pass band, above 1500 is the stop band. So this is the magnitude response of Chebyshev type 1 low pass filter. In x-axis there is frequency, in y-axis there is magnitude. Now in the second graph we are observing the phase response. The phase response is not linear. Since we are designing an IIR filter, the phase response is non-linear. After design of this low pass filter, we'll have to go for the design of high pass Chebyshev type 1 filter. So let us see the design of high pass Chebyshev type 1 filter. We are going to design high pass filter now. This is the response of low pass Chebyshev type 1 filter. After design of Chebyshev low pass filter, we need to go for high pass, band pass, and band reject. So we can close that figure window. We can go to the editor window, and then we can clear everything. Clear CLC, close all, clear all. Then we are designing a high pass filter. So instead of low, we need to write high as we are designing high pass filter. We can see the comment statements mentioned below. So for high pass design, we need to write high within single quote. The remaining procedure will be the same. So in high pass filter design, the pass band frequency will be more than the stop band frequency. First the stop band will come, then the pass band. Then we need to click the run and advance button. Then we need to enter the sampling frequency. Let the sampling frequency be 8000. Then we need to enter the pass band frequency. Let it be 1500. And we need to enter the stop band frequency. Let it be 1000. Then pass band ripple 2, stop band ripple 20. Now we can see the high pass filter response. So till 1000 is the stop band, 1000 to 1500 is the transition band, after 1500 is the pass band of high pass filter. And the below mentioned graph is the phase response, and we can observe non-linearity in the phase response. So this is your high pass filter. In high pass filter, the pass band cutoff frequency is always greater than the stop band cutoff frequency. First comes the stop band, followed by transition band, followed by the pass band. Once the high pass filter design is done, we can go for band pass filter design. And we can see the response of band pass and band stop after high pass response. So we need to close the figure window, and we need to go to the editor window. We have to click on the editor window, and then we are going to design a band pass filter. So again, in band pass filter, we need to enter 2 pass band frequencies and 2 stop band frequencies. So as we are designing a band pass filter, so we have deleted that high, and then we are going to check the response of band pass filter. We need to enter 2 pass band frequencies and 2 stop band frequencies. There will be 2 transition bands, 1 pass band and 2 stop bands. Now we can enter the sampling frequency. Let it be 8000. Then we need to enter the pass band frequencies. So let the pass band frequencies be 1000 and 1700. Then we need to enter the stop band frequencies. Let it be 800 and 1900. Then we need to enter the pass band ripple. Let it be 2. stop band ripple. We got all the values. Now we can check the response. So we can see there are two transition bands, one pass band and two stop bands. This is the pass band. 1000 to 1500 is the pass band of the band pass filter. Again, since we are designing IIR filter, so we can observe non-linearity in the phase response. So now we are observing the bandpass filter response. So practical bandpass filter Chebyshev type 1 has two transition bands, one pass band and two stop bands. And the phase response is not linear. We can observe non-linear behavior in the phase response. Now we are going to design band stop filter. So instead of uh, high or low, we need to write stop because we are going to design a band stop filter or band reject filter. So in case of band stop or band reject filter, we need to mention stop over here, and we need to enter two pass band frequencies and two stop band frequencies. So in band stop, there will be one stop band, two pass bands and two transition bands. Let us run the code and then let us enter the sampling frequency. Let the sampling frequency be 8000. Let the passband frequencies be 800 and 1900. Let the stopband frequencies be 1000 and 1700. Passband ripple 2, stopband ripple 20. We got the coefficients. Now let us analyze the response. Now we can see 1000 to 1500, that's the stop band. And below 1000 is the pass band. Above 1500 again is the pass band. So we have two pass bands, one transition band, and one stop. Two transition bands, one stop band, and two pass bands. And we can observe non-linear characteristics so far as phase response is concerned.